So I finally saw Black Panther last week. Everyone's been talking about it. I've wanted to see it, finally saw it, so let's talk about it. What's up everybody, Chase here, and if this is your first time watching a video on this channel, start by hitting that subscribe button. I post a new video like this every single Thursday. Let me start off by saying that there's gonna be some spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie Black Panther yet, I would recommend pushing pause right now and then come back after you've watched it, unless you don't care about movie spoilers. But I'm pretty much gonna be spoiling the whole movie. So if you've seen it, great. If you haven't seen it, press pause now. But like I was saying, I just saw Black Panther last Friday. If you follow me on Facebook at all, you might have seen that I posted my new updated ranking of Marvel movies. I still haven't seen Thor Ragnarok. I need to see that one. But I love Marvel movies, and so as you can see, I loved Black Panther because I ranked it right up there towards the top. Let me start by saying that, you know, there were a few things that I wasn't the biggest fan of. The first thing, and I've heard other people say this as well, it was a little bit predictable when it came to certain aspects of the movie. You know, for example, if you're an Avengers fan, then you knew that the Black Panther obviously was not gonna die because he's in the trailer for the Infinity Wars. And so when they're fighting on the edge of that waterfall and he goes over the edge of the waterfall, you know that he's not dead. So, you know, the movie was predictable to some extent, but I still loved it. One more thing, and I haven't heard anybody else saying this, and so maybe it's just me. I've only seen the movie once, so I need to go back and watch it, which probably won't happen until it comes out on DVD. The only other negative that I found about the movie is I kind of thought that it's a movie that can be easily recreated using a different cast. Michael B. Jordan as the villain, I thought he killed it. I thought that as Killmonger, he played that role amazing, and I'll talk about that a little bit. But most of the movie, I feel like you could recreate that entire storyline using a different cast. Nothing against those actors and actresses. I thought that they did an amazing job, and I loved it. And I wouldn't say that their roles were forgettable. It's just there's certain movies where I watch it and I'm like, wow, no one else could have played those roles. And for most of the roles in this movie, I didn't necessarily feel that way. Now, that being said, I love the movie. I thought it was amazing. It's tied for my second favorite Marvel movie. There's tons of things, and I could spend so much time talking about all the positive because I loved it, but I just want to say a few things that I haven't heard everyone saying already. One, I love the music. I love the way that they mix like Marvel music, African music, modern day like hip hop music. I love that mixture of all three of those into this movie. I thought that it was an incredible soundtrack. And as someone who absolutely loves movie soundtracks, and that's usually one of the first indicators on whether or not I enjoyed a movie is the soundtrack, loved it. The second thing, and yes, people have been saying this a lot, but Michael B. Jordan as a villain, I thought he was awesome. I thought the way that his character was introduced, he wasn't just the stereotypical villain who just wants to just destroy everything for no reason, but he did have a backstory and a reason for his flawed vision, I will say that. But I thought his character was well written. I thought he played it well. A couple of the people I went to the movie theater with disagreed with me, so if you didn't like Michael B. Jordan as the villain, let me know in the comments because I'd love to hear your reason why. Another thing I loved about the movie was just the scenery, just the CGI. I thought it was great. I know that there were a lot of people who didn't like that final fight scene and thought that the CGI was kind of weird. Maybe it's because I didn't have my glasses on while I was watching the movie, and maybe I didn't notice those intricate details, but I thought it was great. I thought the way they created Wakanda, obviously it's a fictional place, it doesn't really exist. I thought they brought it to life in a way that was awesome. I thought it was amazing. And then one other final thing about the movie itself, I thought this was like the perfect mixture of comic relief and like action and seriousness. Yeah, there could have been more action, but you know, it's a background story. It's not like the Avengers where it's an all-out war, which I cannot wait to come out on April 27th, I think it is, and it's gonna be awesome. Oh, that's the day after Ada's birthday. Man, Amanda and I are gonna have to celebrate by leaving Ada at home and going to go see the Avengers. I mean, how else will we celebrate? Anyway, with this movie, as you know, if you know anything about the movie, whether you've watched it or not, it was highly politicized, so there's another aspect to the movie that we can't go without talking about, and that's like the racial aspect of the movie. I've heard people who are saying that, oh, I'm not allowed to dislike this movie or I'm racist. I absolutely disagree with that. You're not racist for not liking a movie with a predominantly black cast, unless your reason for not liking the movie is because the cast was predominantly black. Obviously, this isn't the first black superhero movie ever, but it was the first black superhero movie to this scale. So I was excited to be able to go to a movie theater and see something to that scale where the lead superhero is black. Now, I wouldn't say I was like as blown away as these guys.
We sitting here looking at this Black Panther poster, and the conclusion that we have come to is that this is what white people get to feel all the time.
All the time!
You get to feel empowered like this and represented.
But I kind of get what they are saying. Like, it's cool to be able to see something to that scale that represents your own race. And so, in a sense, it was empowering, and I enjoyed that. I don't think they went too overboard on the political stuff either. I've heard a lot of people saying, oh, this is just pure propaganda. You know, did you see what Killmonger says at the end right before he dies?
Just bury me in the ocean with my ancestors that jumped from the ships. Because they knew death was better than bondage.
And a lot of people didn't like that. It made them uncomfortable. And sometimes discomfort is good because it allows us to get the conversation going. And so this is a really roundabout way of saying that one of my favorite parts about this movie is that it can bring discussion out of the movie theater. All right, so I want to hear all your opinions. There's so much more we could talk about, and I hope that we can get this conversation going in the comments below. I want to keep this video kind of short, plus I got to take my friend to the airport in just a few minutes here, so got to get ready to go. But I love the movie. There's so much more that I could say about it. Probably as I'm editing it, I'm going to think of some more things and wish that I would have said it, but that's what the comments are for. So if you like this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, join the family. I post a new video like this every Thursday, not always a film review. Actually, this is the first time it's been a film review. But let me know what you thought about the movie, and as always, I'll see you on another video.